Welcome to KJ's True Crime Campfire. I'm your host, KJ, and today I want to talk about the fact that I do not believe Sebastian was home on Sunday morning, February 25th, 2024. And this is why. I think somebody else made him spaghetti pancakes, and she had to Google it, y'all. When he called family to brag, I think it was Katie he called, bragging because he finally got a homemade breakfast, which, in my opinion, he never got at home. That's why she includes fun fact, in my opinion, because she knows she rarely ever, if not never, does that for Sebastian. She says, "We were laughing and joking on FaceTime." In my opinion, from two different locations. She stumbles and has to get Chris's approval when she hesitantly states that they went to pick up, quote, our niece. I think it was Sebastian she went to pick up. Did Chris say Esther when she prodded him for approval of her statement? Is there a niece named Esther? I originally thought he slurred, that's true, but many people believe he said Esther. On the leaked phone call with PI Heather, Katie and Chris warned not to knock on that door. That child has been through enough with this mess, they say. What does that niece know, or is there even a niece at all? Also, in that leaked phone call, Chris and Katie are hesitant that it that also in that leaked phone call, Chris and Katie are insistent that it wasn't Melissa's daughter. They also confirm that Chris has two sisters, Melissa and Cassie, and that two sisters, children, and Katie went to BJ's. Oh, how I would love to see that footage. She doesn't say that we all or the kids or they shared a colossal popcorn, but that he had one. Well, did she get him a drink to go with it? All that salt will make one very thirsty. She said that when he's off his medicine, he eats a lot more because his medicine suppresses his appetite. Well, after spaghetti pancakes and colossal popcorn, which she is indicating he ate all by himself, he sure is shoveling down his food at Texas Roadhouse that night. So, did Katie already have him off his medicine before he went missing? No mention of taking meds, no mention of nightly routines, no mention of morning routines after being so specific as to tell us that they got up. Of course, you got up, unless of course you were up all night for some reason. I know I went off topic a little. This case just gets me so riled up. It makes no sense. And I think it was very well premeditated, with Sebastian being out of the home that Saturday being part of the master plan. I don't believe it would have done any good for police to have searched or chemically processed that home, because I believe, in my opinion, Sebastian left there when everything was normal for them so that Katie could set up the scene. In my opinion, I think she set it all up and took him to go missing from another location, and that Sebastian was never in Hendersonville after she drove him away from Texas Roadhouse and out of town. In my opinion, they drove out of town in a car they both switched to, leaving someone else to take her digital evidence to the home and stay there to be a decoy for her and Sebastian, including, in my opinion, forging Sebastian's likeness to take the garbage to the end of the driveway, working the lights at the home at specified scheduled times, and waiting in the Stafford Court home until trading places with Katie when she arrived back home in the 3 a.m. hour, which, in my opinion, may have been caught on the 3 a.m. flashlight video, making it look as though she was in the home the entire night, because Monday morning she comes out of the home bright and early, screaming and ranting that her son is missing, acting as if she's just gotten up and he wasn't in his room, allegedly. If you're frantic after 5 minutes of him missing, screaming and hollering, hysterical, how would you feel after 20 days? In the video with Chronicles of Olivia, she said, "It has been 20 days and we still haven't found him." Wouldn't that hysteria have built up so much more by then? Not a single tear, just matter of fact. I I feel that it was a sleight of hand magic trick. Make it look like he went home, but abracadabra, he isn't there. Looks like the magician made him vanish without a trace. Is he still in the home? Or did he never return after Texas Roadhouse? I think the latter. I believe 2 sets of that outfit were bought. I think he spent Saturday in another location inside someone else's home, possibly that aunt, and that he wore 1 set of that outfit on Saturday at their house, in my opinion, to keep him off video while he was wearing the same outfit as he will wear the next day on Sunday. In my opinion, possibly that night, those clothes were collected when Sebastian changed into his pajamas. Possibly the adult present told Sebastian that those clothes would be washed for him to wear the next day because Katie forgot to send him another set of clothing, in my opinion. Instead of washing them, though, in my opinion, those clothes were bagged up and Sebastian was given the second set of clothing to wear on Sunday. In my opinion, it is possible that his Saturday clothing was given to Katie on Sunday at the meetup. After BJ's, Katie said she went home to put groceries away. I believe, if true, that was her opportunity to put those clothes in Sebastian's dirty clothes pile. If that is what happened, she didn't have to worry about getting his clothing back into the house after leaving Texas Roadhouse. It was all finished and set up at that point, if that's what happened. And I believe it was an oversight, in my opinion, leaving the matching pair of shoes in the home. I don't believe it was intended that he appeared to have left barefoot, so her sets of 3 didn't work out for her plan in that one. Sebastian being barefoot is one of the biggest red flags in the case. He didn't have anything with him in the Texas Roadhouse video that wasn't found in the home the next day, allegedly. T-shirt, jeans, and shoes on video, all in the home on the 26th, allegedly. At Texas Roadhouse, he didn't have a jacket, a phone, an iPad, anything that would be missing from the home except for his glasses. I believe he wasn't allowed to carry any of that stuff with him on Sunday while on camera in these various businesses because it needed to be in the home the next day. And to make sure he didn't sneak anything with him, I believe he wasn't allowed in the house once she got him out of the house without them. I don't think he went home with Katie after BJ's because, in my opinion, she already had everything in its place, and she didn't want Sebastian to mess up any of her plans for her narrative. In my opinion, he didn't have 2 matching jackets, and electronics would leave a trail, which would generate more questions and therefore more answers. Sleight of hand magic regularly uses 2 exact sets of clothing when creating the illusion of people disappearing out of a box. Please consider this theory and give me your opinions. Thank you.